Before I started my journey with Christ, you'll have to use your imagination here, but one time I was a punk rocker and I had blue hair. The reason I say use your imagination is you can see I don't have a lot of hair right now. And I was dating a girl, and she's now my wife, and we were attending a punk rock show down in Seattle, Washington. It was at a place which I don't know if it's still open, called the Rock Candy. And the punk rock show, it was actually a punk rock karaoke. And one of the bands that played, I won't mention their name, but their lead singer came out and he was dressed like you would think Jesus would look. He had a robe on, and he had the long brown hair, and he had a cross tied to his back. And he came out on the stage singing, and the drum set, in the front of the drum set, it had a pentagram, that's the star. Inside the circle, it's a satanic symbol, and it was lit on fire. And as I stood there watching this scene unfold, now I'd grown up in church, but I'd walked away from God. As I saw this scene unfold in front of me, even though the band was playing loud that night, I felt God speak to my heart. And God asked me the question, and again, I didn't hear a voice, I just felt this impression, God saying, are you happy with your life? And it was almost as if God was saying, Tyler, I've got a better plan for you. I know you're not experiencing joy right now. I know you're not experiencing peace. I know there's an emptiness, there's a void in your heart. And you're trying to fill it with different things, but I can fill it for you. I can give you that peace. I can give you that purpose. I can give you what you're missing out on. And as these feelings and thoughts begin to flood my heart and flood my mind, I looked at my girlfriend and I just said, I'm not happy being here. I know we just got here, but I want to leave. So we walked out of that punk rock show, and we got in her car, and we're heading north on I-5. And it was about when we hit Linwood that tears began to come down my cheeks. And I shared with my girlfriend how I really sensed God speaking to my heart. I really sensed that God had a plan for my life, and she shared with me how she felt God was also speaking to her heart. And we drove home that night. We had an apartment, Oak Harbor, on Whidbey Island, the north part of the island. We drove home that night, and there was no pastor there, there was no preacher there, and there was no evangelist there, and just the two of us and the Lord. I didn't even own a Bible that night. We knelt down by our couch, and I'll never forget what I prayed. Again, I hadn't prayed, I hadn't spoken to God for years. But as we knelt down there, I remember my prayer. I said, God, I have absolutely nothing to give you. I have nothing to offer you. But I give you my heart. I want purpose. I want peace. I want joy. I need a change in my life. I give you my heart. Please do something with me. That's really when I began this journey in this thing called Christianity. And it was about 6 months after that experience that the church there in Oak Harbor, a Bible-believing Christian church, put on a seminar. And this seminar focused on Bible prophecy, but it answered the major questions that all of us have in life. Where did I come from? What am I doing here? Where do I go when I die? What's the purpose of life? Not only did they answer those questions, but they answered them from the Bible. The Bible answers those questions. And as I was going through this seminar, once again I felt God begin to speak to my heart. And I went home one night, and now my girlfriend, who is now my wife, we got married, I shared with her. She thought I was crazy, but I said, I'm sensing that what I've been hearing at this seminar, that this message is the message that God wants me to share with the world. Now, this was back in 1999, 16 years ago. I've spent the last 15 years traveling all across the United States and South America and Eastern and Western Europe, preaching a message of love. It's the message of Jesus, the message of the Bible. Starting February 19th here in Kirkland, we're going to be holding a free seminar for the community. And in this seminar, we're going to talk about Bible prophecy, but we're also going to answer some of the questions. What's the purpose of life? How did I get here? Where am I going? What happens when I die? Most importantly, while I'm here, how can I experience joy? How can I experience peace? Not just in my own life, but in my family. And how can I ensure my children and my spouse and my friends also experience this peace? The seminar begins on Thursday, February 19th at 7 p.m. right here at the Kirkland Seventh-day Adventist Church. The seminar will continue Friday night, Saturday night, Monday night, and Tuesday night. But think of this as a personal invitation to you. I hope to see you there, and God bless you.